What's up, YouTube? I am Bob Sixx, and this is 6 Days. Hey, I'm back. After being down for 2 weeks with my back messed up and fighting off a cold, I'm back. Been trying to think of what I wanted to talk about. And one thing I've been thinking a lot about recently is people being on that blah blah. It's always me. It's so worse for me. It's so terrible for me. I got pulled over for speeding. The cop was just picking on me. The cop was just bored. No, you were speeding. If he pulled you over for doing the speed limit, or because your tags weren't expired, or anything, no legitimate reason, then yes, he was probably just dicking with you. But if you're speeding, that's your fault. He's not messing with you. So all that woe is me doesn't count. Sorry. I have a friend who worked for, make sure I'm safe, I'm not going to say their name, a major computer company based in Austin, Texas. One day in the break room, a young woman, her panties were sticking up above her pants, her waistline on her pants. And everyone was quietly making fun of her. He really is a genuinely good guy. So he went over and discreetly told her, "Your panties are sticking out of your pants." She went and filed a sexual harassment complaint against him. That's no bullshit. She really did it. He did a good deed. People don't want to tell you, and that's probably exactly why, on top of they want to make fun of you, when your fly's down, you got a booger in your nose, you got food stuck in your teeth or something like that, because they don't want to upset you or something. So they let you walk around and look like a shithead in front of everybody? Come on. You should be thankful if somebody's kind enough to tell you that. You're not being picked on. They're not doing anything rude to you by telling you. They're doing you a favor. People to get mad because they get in trouble with the law when they're breaking the law. You're not being fucked with. You were breaking the law. I watch a lot of videos and I see where people were saying, well, the cops were just harassing him. They didn't have to tase him or tackle him or kick his ass. He ran from the cops. And I know I bring this up a lot. I've done it several times in several videos. But the subject matter is being discussed a lot lately amongst my friends. You know, people breaking the law and then getting upset because they get in trouble. You know, I've been arrested many times. Have I gotten roughed up once or twice? Yeah, absolutely. Back when I had long hair, I got roughed up. A friend of mine who watches this video will tell you, me, him, and 4 of our friends were piled into his Nova. I had been driving. We called a friend to get us some beer because the store I normally bought beer at, and they didn't question my ID. Some new guy started, and he was always questioning my ID. So we called a friend, and we're going to meet him at 7-Eleven. Everyone is in the car except me. I stood on the bumper of the car, jumped up and down, and out of nowhere, a swarm of cops grabbed me. Some plainclothes, undercover cops, dragged me around the side of the building and started roughing me up a little bit. And they're telling my friends, I consider myself, you know, I can hold my own in a fight. And I have fought multiple people before. But I'm not going to walk up to a car with 5 people in it and start harassing them. But the cops were telling my friends, don't worry, we have him. And they were trying to get them to write statements against me saying that I was harassing them. Meanwhile, when I'm getting a little roughed up on the side of 7-Eleven, they weren't even looking for me. They were looking for someone named Dale. The reason I say the name, because I did know a Dale at the time, but I didn't know his last name. And they were letting me know I was a fucking liar. They had seen me with him. I said, I'm not lying about anything. I'm telling you I know someone named Dale, but I don't know his last name. After they roughed me up pretty good and they're satisfied that I didn't know anything, they let me go. But I didn't run around crying about it. I mean, it happened. Okay, was it fucked up? Yeah. Should I file a complaint? Sure, probably. It's not how it was. I mean, it was a moment. It's not like they were dragging me around the corner and took turns butt fucking me. Then you got a complaint. They didn't break any bones or fatten my lip or anything like that. It was all minor roughing up, trying to scare me into saying something. But, you know, I see people all the time get all shook up over little mock-snick shit. I mean, it's something, but they're blowing it into something bigger. You're not the only person it happened to. It happens to people. But all this blah, blah, I mean, it's cool to sit around bullshit with your friends. You can even just tell outright lies. I mean, you know, joking around, bullshit stories. Don't try to sell them as the truth, but, you know, bullshitting or just talking about different stuff. But all that, well, me. That gets old, man. Nobody wants to hear that. So how about lighten up a little bit? You have a bad moment, you get a ticket. If it's your fault, I mean, if you weren't guilty, go to court and fight it. I go to court for every single ticket I get. I never just accept the ticket, ever. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. It is what it is. But you're not the only person that has bad shit happen to them. Write it off. If it doesn't cripple you or cause you some deep emotional scarring or cost you money, when some little something happens, write it off. I mean, I've done a video on road rage before. My road rage is getting better because I'm learning that it just doesn't fucking matter that much. You know, somebody cuts me off, okay, well, I'll say a few choice things like you dickhead or something, but I'm not trying to run them off the road so I can fight them. It's done and over. Let them go on their way. Somebody's riding my ass, except for school zones. Somebody's riding my ass, I just change lanes and let them go. I mean, I speed. I do 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, occasionally 10, but usually just 5. So if you're in that big of a hurry, no sense in me holding you up and keeping you behind me. And I see dickheads do that kind of shit on the highway all the time. They purposely pace with the car in the slow lane while they're in the passing lane so nobody can get past them. You're a dickhead. Period. People got shit to do. But I figure, why hold them up? If somebody pulls out in front of me, absolutely I'll flip them off. Now I'm different than my kids or my granddaughter or my wife's in the car with me. That's a little different. I'm more likely to get out of hand about that because you're endangering them. I mentioned school zones, and I think I've said this in videos before. If you're speeding in a school zone, how dare you? I literally take my foot off the gas and let my car roll to a stop. And you'll have to pass me, which is a no-go. I've done it many times. How dare you endanger the life of someone else's child? And then I'm quite sure you'd be like, oh, well, I was running late for my appointment. That kid should have looked both ways. Your appointment is not worth a child's life. So, again, that's an even worse kind of blah, blah. So, let's lighten up a little bit. You know, start with ourselves. I'm always saying that we should be more understanding and accepting of other people. But how about we lighten up on ourselves? Just a little bit. Let shit go that doesn't need to be. If somebody tells you got a booger in your nose, thank them and go get the damn booger out of your nose. Your drawers are hanging out, your fly's open. Thank them for telling you. Unless you want people to see. I mean, I, for the most part, don't give a shit. A lot of times if somebody tells me my fly's down, I tell them I know. I pulled it down. It's cooler, get some air in there. Just because I like the look on their face, the reaction. I'm going to leave you with a story. And because I'm trying to keep these videos shorter, people seem to like it better, I guess. But I'm going to leave you with this story. And leave a comment in the comment section to let me know if you think it's true or false. I'm going to use generic names. There's somebody who most likely watches these videos, and he'll tell you if it's true or not, or he'll know if it's true or not. He shouldn't bust me out on it. One time, me and this person, we'll call him Batman. We'll call the other person Robin. The three of us were day drinking Southern Comfort and Dr. Pepper. We were feeling pretty good. Well, me and Batman, well, I threatened Robin first to give him a wedgie. He said, "Oh, no, you will not." And the worst thing to tell two drunk guys is you're not going to do something. So we commenced trying to give him a wedgie. This dude fought like we were fixing to prison rape him. I mean, oh my God. And the harder he fought, the funnier we thought it was. We finally pinned him down. I reached in his pants. I grabbed his drawers and I pulled, and I was almost to his head and still didn't feel resistance. He was wearing a pair of his wife's panties. Now let me tell you the problem with this. Robin probably weighed like a $105 soaking wet. I'm going to be nice. His wife weighed considerably more than that, which is why there was no resistance to the panties. I mean, excuse me, to get them on and get them in his pants, it was probably similar to folding a parachute and packing it. But he jumped up and ran down the hall, and they were flapping behind him like a cape. Man, he was pissed, and me and Batman were stunned. We just sat there looking at each other like, oh, should we leave? So he came out of his room, and we were sitting at the table drinking. Robin came out of the bedroom, and apparently had repacked the parachute, and explained, my wife hadn't done laundry yet, so I had to wear a pair of her drawers. Here's a little tip, fellas. If your wife is that much bigger than you, how about just going commando? Not only would it save you from an embarrassing moment like that, but it'd keep you from getting a wedgie from your two drunk buddies. I hope y'all like this one. I'm trying some different fine-tuning. I've been getting a lot of input lately, which I really appreciate. So leave some comments. Keep contacting me through private messages. I really appreciate that. You know, that shows that some people are actually caring and digging what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep them shorter. I don't know where I'm at. Again, wearing the sunglasses, I can't read the little screen. Before I go, I want to give a major shout out to my buddy Steve Lamont over at LaBen's Music. He's the guy that does my intro and outro music, and he puts these videos together with the beginnings and stuff. Outstanding dude. So I'm going to leave a card with a link to his page, or maybe I'll leave it in the comments. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the comments so you can just click on it and go over there. Like his page, check out his music. Outstanding dude. I appreciate all of you that have stuck with me and that give me input. That's outstanding. So if you like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you don't, hey, you can give me a thumbs down. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It's not like it tells me, oh, Betty Joe Bucktooth is the one that gave you a thumbs down. It just says somebody gave me a thumbs down. Leave some comments. Until next time, have a great day. Make someone laugh if you can. I am Bob Sixx. Peace!